What's up, YouTube? Back with another episode of Moon Rock's Chop Shop. Today's gonna be a quick one. It's a bright and sunny day, so I figured I would shoot this one today. And you know we in Florida, so we gotta rock the hoodies with the bright sunshine out. So today's video is gonna be about a few tips and tricks that I've picked up over the course of me owning the car. Also, a video I found on YouTube called Honda Pro Jason. A couple of things that he kind of taught me in honestly the process of me buying the car. I found his video, so go check his channel out. But there's also a few points that I added to his notes, so stay tuned and check those out. So number one, starting with one of the things that I always found pretty cool about the car, and probably most cars have this but a lot of people just don't know, is you can put the windows down using the key fob. So you just unlock and then hold it, and you can hold it as long as you want. You hold it until halfway, or you can just keep holding it all the way down until it goes all the way down. Just something kind of cool that I always thought. Next little tip to know that I think is super helpful, just in case it might save you, is this gas tank situation. Let's say, like right now, see how it's locked? Say if you lost your key, or you know something else happens, maybe the little actuator inside goes bad. What you want to do, see now it's open after I unlocked it, but just in case, if this thing goes bad or something else happens, just in case, you come back here. Don't mind my trunk, it's probably gonna be a bit of a mess, but right under here you see this little panel. If you really, I'm not gonna release it, but this little panel comes off and you can access the gas tank, or at least the release for the cover from there, so you'll be good to go. Now guys, if you stayed this long, go ahead and like and subscribe, because this is the part of the video where I'm gonna get into my own personal tips and tricks, so check it out. Now guys, as great as this car is, some of the safety functions from the driver assist services, while great that they are, they're more geared towards dumb drivers, let's say, right? People that don't really want the full experience of driving. I, however, am a spirited driver. So this little top portion here, the forward collision warning, and this one here, I kind of got to take away so I can go on my spirited drives, right? So you can always come in here and cancel the top one and the bottom one, or whichever one of these that you want. You can cancel those, but there's a quicker way to do it. Now every time you get in the car, your dashboard should look like this with nothing underneath the clock if you have a clock set up. But you see this traction control button here, you're gonna hold that sucker down for about 2 seconds, and then you'll hear a beep, and then right under the clock you'll see the traction control come on. So ready, 3, 2, 1, there you go. Now your traction control is off and those safety features are disabled. So to be honest, you should be driving with this off all the time. It's more of a fun drive in that way, and you know, you should be able to know how to wrangle that pony. I would assume that's the reason why you bought a car like this. So if maybe you're just more of a chill guy, maybe you don't need it, but I like to have fun on my drives, so that needs to be off. And on a side quest to that same thing about the traction control, this brake hold, you don't ever always have to release that brake. What you can do is put on your seatbelt, put the car in gear, and go, and that'll just get you rolling. And to be honest, I kind of like the fact that in this car you have to do little things like this, like check, systems check, and then you go and it beeps at you and does little things, which I think is really cool, and I think is part of the experience of the car, so I love it. So guys, this next tip is a little bit more important in my mind. It's about the oil. Now, the thing about the oil changes is, if you go to Acura at the regular time you have in your mind, or you think that, oh, I have free services from Acura for oil changes and things like that, I can go whenever. That's not the case. Even if at 5,000 miles they're not going to change your oil, at least from what I've been researching online and other things that I've looked at. Now, I got the manual right here, and I've read the manual. in this manual, it pretty much says in so many words that you go get an oil change when I tell you to get an oil change, meaning the car. The car is going to tell you when it wants to get an oil change, and that's at, I believe, 15%. Now, there's things about that, I know a lot of people like to keep their cars good. There's a lot of theories and debates about this, like the first set of oil that comes out of the factory has other additives in it that the oil that the engine needs, a bunch of different stuff, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have read or seen or whatever the case heard. So in my mind, I was always used to doing oil changes at 3,000 miles, 3,500, 4,000 the most. Never pushed it to 5,000. But it is something to be said that I think the technology has advanced. The oil has advanced. These engines are more efficient than ever before, putting out power like never before. So it could be the case. That's something I have to do my own research on. But just so you know, Acura will do your oil at the specified time that your car tells you. So do with that as you will. Change your oil as you see fit. It is your car, it's your responsibility. And if you want to keep it for a longer term, I think that's something important to know. So I'm coming up on 5,000 miles pretty soon. And let's see what happens. I'm going to go to the dealership. The guys at the dealership are enthusiasts themselves, so let's see what they say. Or at the very worst, they'll give me their own tips and tricks. Because they're cool over there. I've kind of already talked to a few of the guys. So yeah, let's see what my dealership says, and I'll let you guys know. Keep you posted. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm about to go on a spirited drive. Don't forget to leave the pansies at home when the rubber meets the road. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.